Okay, I'm here with David Pisarra with mensfamilylaw.com.
Right.
And I've got an interesting topic, David. My topic is about the power of documentation. Now, the power of documentation to me is like, okay, I'm going to give you an example. I'm one of these guys who just deals with cash, just taking out the big money grip, peeling off those C notes every month, and just handing the lady, my ex, the mother of my children, just handing her a little cash every month. No documentation here. Tell me what's wrong with this picture.
Well, there's a court order that says you have to give her $1,000 a month.
Yes.
For the, it's like 2 kids you guys have.
You got it.
And you're doing this and you're going all the way through the kids turn 16, 17, 18.
Years
you're
go
done.
by. Right.
You're done. No more payments.
You think.
She's going to come back at you and go, you never paid me anything. The court says you owe me $1,000 a month for 18 years.
And I have no proof.
You got no proof. She's going to walk down, file with the district attorney and say, he owes me 18 years worth of $12,000, make him pay. And you're saying, but I did. I paid you all that cash. No, you didn't. You're lying. How are you going to prove it? The problem is those court orders never go away. And unless you've got proof that you actually paid her, she can come right back at you.
So the power of documentation is, first of all, no cash is a smart way to do it.
Ever.
Ever. Are there any kind of direct deposit services that can be arranged on people's payrolls? Or tell me about that.
Absolutely. We can do wage garnishments, which then create a paper trail.
Okay.
A lot of times people now are going through the district attorney and they're paying through the state disbursement unit. It's a state fund where the money, you as a dad, pay by your either PayPal, credit card, debit card, it goes straight to the state. They turn right around and give that money to her, and they're the ones that are keeping record.
Now that's a nationwide service, because I know in our state, I don't want Arnold to be touching our money because that state is bankrupt.
That's state,
Okay.
but it's separate.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
These are not part of Arnold's slush fund.
Okay, so this is not the state of California budget money we're talking about. This is about the district attorney service that provides the wage garnishment, and this can be provided on all states. All states DA's office offer this service?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
So the number one rule is avoid the cash deposits, because you got
Never.
never do that.
No cash ever.
Okay. And the other thing is get a wage garnishment arranged.
You don't have to.
Okay, tell me.
If you're going to pay, if you don't have a district attorney order and they're not doing a wage garnishment, you're paying her directly, pay by check. Pay by cashier's check and keep the receipts. I've had clients come in with both of those, stacks of them, and we've been able to go back and defend against the claims that you've never paid.
So 12 months
We've
worth.
got to have something.
12 months worth of bank statements showing that the checks have been there, cleared, and copies of the canceled
Correct.
checks.
That's what we need.
Okay.
Because otherwise, if you're just giving her cash, you're setting yourself up to get, again.
Okay, so tell me more about the power of documentation, since you're dealing with family law and you specifically work a lot with men, single dads, under these circumstances. What are other things we can do to avoid future litigation from our ex-spouses regarding documentation? How about receipts regarding the health, the clothing, the well-being of our children?
This is another area where, depending on what the court order says,
Okay.
if you don't have the documentation, you're setting yourself up to get hurt. If your court order says that you pay half the dental bills, you pay half the doctor bills, you split extracurriculars, you've got to keep receipts of all of that, and usually you have 30 days within which to give an itemized bill to your ex and say, you owe me half.
Okay.
And if you don't do that, she can say, it's not my responsibility, I didn't get it in a timely way, you pay.
So does the court set the dollar amount on what can be construed as, clothing and minimum, I don't know what you would call it, the minimum standards of keeping a child healthy, happy, and clothed and fed?
We do. That's what the baseline of child support is for. Is
Okay.
for housing, food, and clothing.
Okay.
Anything above that, medical care, dental care, orthodontic, glasses, they go to a therapist. A lot of our kids end up going to therapy to help them with the divorce process. Those expenses generally are split.
Okay.
If you have a joint responsibility for them, usually what happens is you as the dad pay and then expect her to pay you back, which is great, but you have to make sure you have a receipt, you have to give her proper notice, and if she doesn't pay it, then you have to file an order to show cause to get a court order making her pay.